We know that in Orange County, over 28,000 cases of child abuse are reported each year. In a small county of only 3 million people, that should be considered an epidemic. Beyond those reported cases, the Department of Health and Human Services estimates that only 1 in 10 children is actually receiving the help that they need. While the overt signs of domestic violence against a child can be as clear as a bruised cheek or a limping stride, the unseen effects are truly the injuries that can last a lifetime. Studies show that physical, sexual, or psychological abuse dramatically affects both the structure and chemistry of the developing brain, thus causing the behavioural and learning problems that plague about 3/4 of the children mired in our welfare system. Further, brainwave abnormalities are twice as likely in child victims of abuse. But the good news is that these impacts aren't necessarily permanent. In fact, timely intervention can help rewire the brain and put psychological development back on track. For over 10 years, Laura's House has provided the key services to help reverse the damage to abused children.
Laura's House provides a variety of services to victims of domestic violence. Our 24-hour hotline connects callers to our counseling and shelter services, and we also connect those callers to other social services in the community. We have a 45-day emergency shelter program for women and children who are fleeing from an abusive home. There, the families receive case management and legal advocacy and counseling services.
Building Blocks is a program designed for children who are 3 to 5 years old, with a special emphasis focusing on exploring their feelings and emotions related to domestic violence, how they view themselves within their family unit, developing communication skills within themselves and with their peers, focusing on preparing them for what they call Big Kid School. Kids Club is a group designed for children ranging in age from 5 to 18. This is a particularly fragile group due to the fact that they're coming into their own identity, how they relate within their world. So what I try to do is help them strategize on how to cope within that world and the world around them by exploring issues that they encounter within the domestic violence shelter.
The goal of family therapy is to help the family function better, to help them learn how to communicate. The mother and the children have a safe place to express themselves while learning how to relate to each other in a healthier way.
Most children find it difficult to verbalize their emotions. Therefore, play and art are instrumental in therapy because it's less intimidating and it's more familiar to the child. We also use Santorin therapy, and that helps them reenact a scene or a specific day that they've experienced using small figures or different objects like plants and cars and animals. The long-term goal of the therapy is to prevent the cycle of violence.
All of the services offered at Laura's House help those escaping the nightmare of domestic violence. Yet we cannot succeed without you and your critical support. Please help us achieve our goal. Please help us keep every child safe at home.